Hello guys, my name is Samarth and you are watching Maxx. And before starting this video, I would like to thank you guys for helping me reach that 100 subscriber milestone. It won't be possible for me without your tremendous and the massive support to cross 100 subscribers. And I know that I am back after a long time because I was busy with some school work, and in this video I will be telling you guys how to create neon text with Photoshop. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. Okay, so now here we are in Photoshop, and what we need to do is to create a document, of course, and change the width to 3000 and the unit to pixels, as well as the height to 3000, resolution to 72, and make sure that the background content is black. The trick that I will be telling you will only work if the background is black. So now what we will do is click on this create button, and here we are with our background. So now what we need to do is press the T button to enable the text feature, and since this is a tutorial, we'll type tutorial on it. Okay, now click on it and type tutorial, T-U-T-O-R-I-A-L. Yeah, then select the text layer. While holding command, press the T button or control if you are using Windows, and enlarge it up, and make sure you are holding shift while enlarging it. What shift does is that it remains the proportionality of the text. Okay, now let me just enlarge it up. Yeah, and the font I'm using is the block letter. This font is pretty nice. Now select the text layer. Now what you need to do is press command and A at the same time so that the whole layer is selected. Now click on this logo and select the second and the fifth option to center it up. Now press command and D to deselect it. And now what we need to do is to change the text color to white. Yeah, so press T again, select the text and make it white. Now to give a stroke to this text, what we will do is right click on the text layer, go to blending options, stroke, and we'll change the size of the stroke to 7, position to outside, opacity to 100, blend mode to normal, and color to white, and press OK. Now you would be thinking that there isn't any stroke in this text, so what we will do is bring this fill slider all the way to the left, and yeah, you can see you have a stroke ready. So now what we will do is create another layer, a blank layer. While holding command, select both the layers, right click on any of the layer, right click on the empty layer and select merge layers. Now click on this icon right here. This icon means layer mask. Now you can see we have a layer mask right here. What layer mask does is that if you paint with black on the layer mask, it will erase the things, and if the contents in this layer, and if you will paint with white, it will undo the erased content. So let me give an example. Select the brush tool and make sure the color is black, and if I will start painting on it with black, this text will disappear. Now on the other hand, if I will start painting it with white, this text will re-emerge. So now what we need to do is just paint with black. We have to erase some of the areas to give this text a depth. Yeah, like this, and make sure you have selected this brush right here or these soft ones, and make sure the hardness is set to 0 and size to 500. Any size between 200 and 500 works best. Now erase the text a little bit, not too much, to just give a depth effect to the text, the bottom as well. Now you will be thinking there isn't any glow in this text. Wait, we'll do it. Now what you need to do is duplicate this layer by holding command or control if you're using Windows and J. Now this, you can see we have duplicated this layer. We will select this layer, we will go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and select the radius to change the radius to maybe 10, and press OK. Then again we will duplicate this layer by holding command or control and J at the same time. We'll go to filter again, blur, Gaussian blur, and change the radius to 25. Yeah, We'll duplicate this layer again by using the same shortcut. We'll go to blur, Gaussian blur, and let's change to 40. We'll duplicate this layer again for the last time and go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and we'll change the radius to 50 pixels. Now what we will do is we'll click on the topmost layer. While holding shift, we will select the bottommost layer of the text. What it will do is that it will select all the layers at the same time. Now we will click this group icon right here to group these layers up. We will rename the group to text. Yeah. Now what we need to do is we have to add color to this text. So now to add color, what I will do is I will create another layer and click on this button right here, and I'm not going for solid color, let's go for gradient. Yeah, let's choose this standard preset black and white, and let's customize this up. Let's take a gradient of maybe blue. Yeah, blue and pink, no, blue and yellow. Yeah, and we will press on OK, and we'll set the angle to maybe 48, or to be precise 45, and click on OK. Now we will change the blend mode of this gradient to multiply. Where is it? Yeah, and bam, you have added your color to the text, but it is not looking that good, it's very dull. So let's duplicate the text group again. Yeah, the whole group, and yeah, this looks pretty good. And to add glow to this layer, what we will do is create another layer. We'll drag this layer all the way to the bottom of the text group, and we'll select the brush. 500 will work, same brush style, and we will select the color to a lighter blue. Yeah, and we will now start painting it with it. Now we'll select yellow. Yeah, now we will change its opacity to 10%. Now 15 will work, let's take it 20, and now you can see that we have added the glow. Without the glow it will look like this, and with the glow it will look like this. So now, yeah, you can see a massive difference. Now to add a neonic feel, neonic, is that even a word? Now to add a neonic feel to this text, what we will do is again obviously create another layer. We'll take this layer all the way up, and we'll rename it to neon. Now what we will do is change the brush size to maybe 20. Yeah, it's pretty small, but and change the blend mode to overlay. Change the color to white, and start outlining this text. Not the whole text, but a little bit of it. Let me show you how. So like this, to give it a neonic kind of feel. Yeah. Now to the L as well. And bam, this is looking pretty cool. You can see that it's looking like one of those open logos that we often see in subway shops. Now let's add vibrance to the document. We'll make it like plus 60, and the saturation to again plus 30. We'll play with brightness as well. We'll make it 25, and the contrast to 45. And the last thing we'll do is we'll click on this curves logo and take this little bit down, yeah, like this, and yeah. Now we'll select all of these things. Again, we'll select the topmost adjustment, hold shift and click on the bottommost adjustment, click on this group logo, and we'll rename it to adjustments. And now I think that this thing is looking pretty cool. So thanks guys for watching my video. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and stay tuned because a video game unboxing is coming pretty soon on my channel, maybe next week or next to next week. So stay tuned for that. And I am Samar and I am signing off. Bye.